Brian will join in later. So we're starting an area that makes DT1 seem quite a bit more dated than it actually is, which is the distortion windows. So I heard something about like Slake's coming up with the idea for this level or something. I'm not really sure of the specifics.
The boss. He helped with the boss a lot.
The boss, right. And like apparently the things here you can cripple if you have like certain programs installed on your computer or something, but
yeah, you just need the so you only need the folder in like program files or something like that, I think. I'd have to check the code. I believe it's just program files or where it normally would store them on Windows XP. That's what I made this game on, so.
Right. Yeah, like I said, the whole thing here is pretty dated. Like, this game came out originally in 2010, right?
Yes. Actually, yeah, I can check that. I think the blog has it, or I can also check the, what is it? The trope page. Yeah, November 5th, 2010.
So, yeah, like I said, it makes you think the game is like a lot older than it actually is, since, you know, like I think even Windows 7 was out by then.
Yeah, I click away from it.
Yeah, that
so
mechanic is not the
it
greatest.
It is very cumbersome.
And yeah, here's Clippy. The weaknesses here are pretty easy to remember since there's just 4 types of enemies, and they're weak to, you know, fire, water, wind, earth, and so.
Yeah, I don't remember the logic behind what I chose. Like I know like Clippy, he's paper, so I was like, well, water messes up paper, even though it should have been fire.
And I guess IE is, you know, blue, so fire works against it.
Fire, yeah. And I guess at the time I was a big Firefox fan, so yeah. I guess that was supposed to be the logic there.
It actually has like the directory on your PC that the game is in here, and it displays the actual time in your PC down at the bottom right as well, so that's cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, since it's able to grab all of that.
I believe
all that is just the working directory of the game. Yeah. So if you have like your I was supposed to say, like, watch out if you want people knowing your name, if you have your name on your directories.
Oh, yeah. My username is just Moogie anyway, so. And here we have the Rafflecopter, which is an extraordinarily dated meme by this point, but it's...
Oh, man.
It's kind of nostalgic, really, to see it.
It was around, so I must have made this level around 2000. Let me see, when I made this level, actually when I was in California at the time, which was 2009. So yeah.
So what you're supposed to do there is let the cursor construct like a bridge for you out of icons, but Super Blast Off lets us skip that, and I think you guys already got the idea of how it works. So yeah. I actually, I figured out earlier, I was messing around with Super Blast Stuff. You don't even stop running. You can just all you have to do is press the spellcast button for 1 frame and it works. Oh, and God knows what we're supposed to do here to get this working.
Oh, yeah. Oh God.
So I guess you guys.
See you prepared.
I guess you guys will be seeing my Explorer for a little bit. So
there you go. So you know how this one works, right? It's actually based on the location of the window. Yeah. Which most people do. Hit my mic. Most people do it by summoning a rock. But yeah, as long as you're not moving, you can always do that.
It's relative to your position.
Yeah, it's essentially relative to the position on your monitor's display.
Right. This area actually does a lot of cool stuff you don't really see that often in games. So, Brian seems to like hate this area, but I actually like it a lot.
Brian doesn't like anything that changes like those sort of things. I
mean that's.
I like those things. You know, and there's these are definitely things that probably shouldn't be in games. There's a reason why these things aren't around.
Yeah, but I mean, DT1 is very experimental in a lot of ways, so you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
Rafflecopter is thwarting my attempts to skip all the platforming with Super Blast.
The dang Rafflecopter. Oh, man. I don't know. There's weird things about video games being intrusive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Undertale does a thing where it crashes the game on you. Or I guess it closes the game for you.
Yeah, and you have to open it back. Or does it open up back automatically? I don't remember.
No, it does not. You have to reopen it. I'm not sure how they're handling that on the console versions. I guess that's just taken out.
Yeah, I played a little bit of the PS4 version, but I didn't finish it, so I don't know how they did that exactly.
Yeah, that's my assumption. Which is fine with that if that's not in there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine Sony would like let them crash to the what do you call it? The dashboard on the PS4.
The dashboard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had a requirement for that, which is fine.
Yeah.
If you Wave of Us on that Switch, you can get around that, but that's fine.
Yeah, the thing is, to switch to Wave of Awesome, I have to get off of Blast Off. I don't like getting off of Blast Off.
So weirdly, when I play this game, or maybe not weirdly, my default is Wave of Awesome.
I can see that, like, Wave of Awesome has, like, a lot more utility usage than Mental Insurrection. Like, Mental Insurrection, you basically know what you're getting with it, but...
Yeah. I recommend keeping it on for rooms like this because of platform dropping. You definitely want to...
The air stagger.
Definitely want to grab that, touch that page on the bottom left. So you have that long platform. Oh. Uh-oh.
And you can hit shit through the walls with it, too. Oh, yeah, one thing that's kind of weird, like, Water Barrier activates switches for some reason, and that's, like, completely inconsistent with, you know, anything, because, you know, other spells don't do it, and Water Barrier doesn't even have, like, a hitbox normally.
Yeah, see, it does. It's counted, for whatever reason, I guess... I think I categorized Water Barrier under the wrong thing. It's not a spell. The game categorized it as a physical tech. It's an easy fix, but like it's so widely used now. I've seen it used by a lot of people, so I'm just like, well, at this point, I'm going to just have it as an accepted thing in the game, even though it is inconsistent.
That makes sense. It actually does make a lot of, well, not a lot of areas, but a couple areas a lot easier. Like in Veiled Detritus, I want to say I got some use out of it.
Oh, I bet.
So yeah, the idea of this sort of screen, I guess you can see shades of this in the long RPG Nightmare Gate room. It's the idea is go around, activate all the switches, and don't die after you do that.
Yeah, it's essentially a marathon.
Yeah. Okay. Want to get me some Earth Shift as usual.
One of the best, rather the best ability in the game.
Oh yeah. Like nothing beats Earth Shift, pretty much. Like, there's just an incredible amount of situations you can use it in, even though it's just... Like, it's totally unassuming at first, is what I think what everybody likes about it. Like, it's, oh, wow, you can make a rock, but no. This rock destroys the game.
The original charge ability in DT3 for Shotgun Ice was going to be the ability in Mega Man's, which was summoning the penguin thing to slide down, but I was like, man, Earthshift broke a lot of things, so... And there was some... I wasn't trusting collision stuff, yeah.
These things actually have a lot of HP on Distorted, I'm noticing.
Yeah, they do. Chill Guy says he looked at the Undertale for PS4. Instead of the crash, they send you to the startup movie and then have a bunch of interface screw stuff. Yeah. The game doesn't technically crash, it just closes.
Come on. out of spirit. There we go.
Yeah. Toby saves a certain state in the game and then closes it, so the next time you start it up, a thing happens. You're better either using a platform or...
See, the thing about a Super Blast type, you lose that state as soon as you stop moving, but like if there's a wall next to you, or I guess you can just use an Earth Shift there too, you can keep moving against it until Blast Off recharges and get even more height. So,
oh, that was
some pro tech.
Lucky. There you go. That was lucky. They were being blocked by the window border there. So you know the guy Hadrix, right? Maybe not know him, but have you seen some of his like trailers and things that he likes to do? Some of the weird. He did like a review or talk about this game, and I didn't even know. Like I was sure that other games like span games and little things had done stuff like this, like a Windows setup, and he showed some stuff. Like there was like a Sonic fan game that did this sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, I can think of several games that have done something similar, but, like, nothing in, like, a platformer context, I don't think. There's that one game, what is it, Iris Syndrome? That does a lot of, meta stuff with Windows.
Yeah, and actually, LP just mentioned that a few minutes ago.
It looks like the cursor blocked the transportation thing there.
You don't really need it. You can drop down.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I think I have everything open. No, I don't have everything open. What did I miss?
Oh, top left. Right below the entrance. I bet.
Yeah, I just kind of fell off the side and didn't bother getting...
No?
Well, good thing is I cleared all the enemies, and you weren't entirely heartless in this game, and they don't respawn, so we can go around checking.
Yeah. Was it the one in the window below?
Oh yeah, it was down here at the bottom.
Okay.
No new glitches tonight. This area is actually... Oh god, it's blocking my path. Come on. Oh no, don't. Now I have to sit here until it decides to cooperate.
So, because it goes after the closest one?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, now I can full screen again, but I think it's gonna unfull screen me when the fake crash happens.
Oh right, and I didn't put a flag for this. So every time you die, it's gonna do this.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna use rave mode, because I watched Brian do this on Achilles, and it was very silly.
Pause and rave mode afterwards, yeah.
Okay. So that's something the original I Want to Be the Guy does too, except there the error message, of course, kills you. Because, you know, why not?
Why not? Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's actually kind of a meta joke, because Kayan, when he made the game, was real unstable. He was using, like, I want to say multimedia fusion or something, and he
used MMF2, yeah.
Yeah, and it would constantly crash, and like he made the game in increments, kind of like you did with DT1, and so by the time we got to the final castle, it was like, oh, we were used to it crashing, and but this time it was not a real crash; it was a fake crash that killed us. So it's kind of like a meta thing on the players who played the earlier versions too.
That's pretty great.
Yeah,
I mean, I was definitely fooled because the game had crashed probably every 20 minutes for me.
Yeah, it does.
Like impossible mode would legitimately be impossible for me. Like back then, maybe this computer wouldn't crash every 20 minutes.
Oh, it's worse on modern Windows, I assure you.
Oh, see, I meant okay. Well, there you go.
Let's see. And you
since you've done the enemy thing, the window thing won't happen anymore.
Oh, okay. It despawns along with the kill room then.
Yeah, there's just no flag for it, but the enemy room is is the progress flag for that, or the enemy kill room is the progress flag, rather. I finally played more of that. It was on the Switch, that Project Octopath game.
Oh, yeah?
I did the other Yeah, I did the. Did you play it?
I don't have a Switch.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You and Slakes were talking about that, I know.
Yeah, I played the. Yeah, it's all right. I don't know if I'm gonna get the full game or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna wait for not reviews, but certain people like Slakes to play it a little bit and see if they.
Yeah, like in general, I find that like people who whose taste I know and trust or whatever is gonna be more pertinent to me than just like looking at reviews, because reviews give every game an 8 or 9 out of 10 anyway. So.
Right. And hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Now it's more than it's. I hate review scores. I like knowing what people say. This is one of the reasons why I like, even though he's mostly for comedy, like I would like Yahtzee's things because he talks about the game itself and doesn't really give a review score.
Right.
Like I say, he's mostly a comedy routine. But that's what I mean. But like Slakes also knows my tastes on that kind of stuff too.
Right.
And he won't say, well, it's a 9. He'll tell me like very detailed things at times.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you guys in the Discord. You get real into the particulars of everything. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Nick, I know you would absolutely love that game. I do not love the game. I might play it. Yeah, Kotaku with the pros and cons thing is good.
Yeah,
but
a lot of sites seem to be moving away from just like a numerical score, and I think that's a good thing.
I think so too. Or having some sort of category system is fine, but not like an overall score. I don't necessarily think review scores should go away, because I like review scores for categorizing. But that's the only reason I like them, is categorizing purposes.
Oh yeah, that makes... Yeah, like...
Which is weird.
Like, review scores I find are useful for, like, gauging a certain person's taste, like, to get a quick idea of what sort of games they like or didn't like. But, like...
Right.
Trying to take it too much past that is past their usefulness, I guess.
Right. I suppose it's like... If I go to... I like action games like God Hand and Ninja Gaiden and stuff like that. I like those... a lot of basically every Platinum Games game ever made. And if I see review for an action game and it's like a 3, I'm like, well, okay. But if you say like a 3 like for like a JRPG, I'm like, well, that may not necessarily mean that I would dislike it. They may mean that like JRPG fans wouldn't like it, but maybe it has something that I would like. I don't know. That's kind of a weird. That's very weird.
I mean, I can see where you're coming from with that, because JRPGs in general are kind of a genre that has very particular fan base, and like a lot of times if they do something, like actually, let's say actually good, the fan base won't appreciate it. So I can see where you're coming from.
Right. I mean, but so the Project Octopath or Octopath Traveler. It's not Project. They have that in the demo version. I don't know why. Anyway, it's interesting. The biggest turnoff for me is random encounters and no like secondary systems to remove that. So like Wild Arms has random encounters, but you can disarm or I guess remove those in certain ways if you're like higher than the enemy level. If you're just like, I don't feel like doing random encounters anymore.
Yeah. Like, eventually lets you go green and not even expend anything for canceling the encounter. I think it's based on your level, yeah.
Yeah, like so it does it like if it's red, it's an auto encounter because they're your level or higher. If it's white, you can skip it, but you fought it. And if it's green, Wild Arms, it means you don't have it in your bestiary yet.
Right.
Which that was another thing I really, really enjoyed about that. If you're like a completionist and all that stuff, so.
See, I've talked about this before, but I actually kind of like random encounters because they force you like to plan way ahead in advance. Like you don't exactly know how much you're going to be dealing with. I mean, that's like possible to do with other ways, but like I'm not entirely against the concept if it's done well. But it's
Right.
usually not done well. Oh wow, the cursor dicked me over there. It pulled the platform out right from under me. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's amazing. I just saw it.
So this is actually a pretty hard room. I'd say it's probably the hardest platforming in the early part of the game, I guess.
It's definitely pretty hard room, yeah, because the two cursors can take you over.
Yeah.
Octopath has a low encounter rate, so I can deal with that. And in the encounters, the combat in the game's not too bad. I like it. It's very Xenoblade, or not Xenoblade. What is it? Xenosaga Episode 2, where you break an enemy and all that fun stuff.
Episode 2 is the one I really don't remember like at all. I remember it being like, I don't know, like 15 hours long or something, and I was disappointed at the time because like, oh my god, it's not 100 hours long. What will I do? Maybe I'd like it more if I give it another shot now. But... Double kill.
Right, Nick, one of the guys, actually the guy who helped make this level, is a huge EO fan. And he's really excited he's looking forward to EO5. I don't hate Etrian Odyssey, but I don't love Etrian Odyssey. So again, it's like it's a dungeon crawler, like straight up dungeon crawler, like hardcore, like just dungeon crawler random encounters, and I'm like, oh god, this is everything I hate about JRPGs.
So here we have the anime wallpaper boss. I forget what it's weak to. I think it's water.
It's definitely water.
Alright, let's get up here so we can actually cripple it, because you have to do it while it's in this certain state. There we go. Let's not do that.
I'm gonna have to try out. I may look at Etrian Odyssey 5. I like the strategy involved in it.
So I have to ask, where did the anime wallpaper aspect of this boss come from?
I looked up anime wallpaper on Google. That's about as far as it went, and I found one that was not necessarily risque, but was kind of risque, but
right.
Not, you know. So that's essentially.
I think this is actually from the MMO Trickster, which is like a Korean MMO people played for a couple of days back in the day, and everybody forgot about.
Stop, yeah. God, MMOs are a thing. I have a love-hate with MMOs. I mostly don't like them. I played a lot of Blade and Soul, and I really enjoyed the combat in that. It felt like almost like a fighting game, especially the PvP stuff. It was really neat. And a game that I actually loved, it's a really terrible game, don't ever play it, was Lineage 2. Lineage 2 is god-awful, but I have never seen an MMO capture the atmosphere that one does, ever. It's very unique in certain ways.
So you can hit this thing with Rupture, but it doesn't seem like the best idea.
Rupture works. Yeah, the problem is that, yeah, they're weak to water. He's weak to water, and water doesn't have a multi-hit.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to hit with Wave of Awesome. So we're just gonna probably try and take this like the legit way. As legit as you can get in DT1.
Yeah. I think this is one of the few bosses you have to do mostly legit. I don't think you can keep your combo high enough. Like you can through a whole phase, but I think his defense goes too high for you to be able to combo, or for your combo to even keep damage going.
And I assume that's just like not even by design or anything, just ended up that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing. I wasn't necessarily intentionally trying to kill combos, but it worked like that, and so it stayed. There's definitely well, no, that doesn't really work in DT3. There's definitely moments like whenever a boss like gains invulnerability in DT3, it's when I'm trying to break the player's momentum on something. I'm saying like stop for a second, essentially, because I know even though DT3 is not even close to as exploitable on things as this game is, not even close. But I knew there were there's a lot of high-level play involved with DT3 as well, and so that's what those moments were too. Is also to break that and be like, remember, this is a boss fight, and you're not supposed to insta win it.
And of course, I guess like the ultimate expression of that is like the Hex fight on the warship.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of course, we have Executive too, who is just like, you know, the entire avoidance phase of that.
Oh god. I don't remember when I put in Jeremy's like line for a watch out. It's a direction change. It was well before release, but I remember when this boss was released, that was not there.
Oh yeah, that's actually very helpful to have because there's like absolutely no visual tell at all.
No, there's not, and that's why that's there. Yep. One of the tricks of this boss, like if it was, is whenever you see the little thing come up, is go to a corner so his little spider web of text doesn't just eat the field.
So this boss seems to have some distorted bullshit at the end of the fight.
He goes very fast.
Yeah.
Yep. His cooldown timer goes insanely low.
And I like the nice little touch with like the Shroud Lord hands next to him.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like, oh, it's controlled by the darkness. I think that was my thoughts there. Don't use Flood, use Water Blast.
Right, Water Blast. I should actually hit it with, you know, a spell for once.
I think Water Blast also cripples it. No, it doesn't.
No, you have to use Middle Insurrection when it's pulling up the menu like that.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot, you know, because I haven't played this game in 5,000 years, so.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird cripple, really.
It is a strange one. Oh, we're getting on the
Yeah,
self game overs there.
Force resets.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, the text was all jagged there.
Oh yeah.
I didn't round the, so it's Subpixel Madness. I didn't round it when I put that in there.
Oh, I like how the menu option for the Don Maku is just Don Maku.
And then there's Microsoft Spell Check, which just, he never selects that, it's just there.
And
This was a...
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
No, you go first.
Okay. One of the annoying things about this fight is that if you hold down, you'll fall through the platform, so you can't do the downward swipe against him very well.
Yeah.
Which would make him a lot easier to hit, but, you know.
Yeah, it's a DT thing. It was never fixed in DT1 either, or DT3 either. What's up, Slakes?
Oh, hello, Slakes. We're fighting the boss he designs. It's a glorious thing.
It is. But this was a fun level and a fun boss to make, though.
Oh, I bet.
I try to imagine what the DT3 variant of what this would be. Like, if I were to make this boss in DT3, like, what I would have done. Oh, God, yeah. You get into those...
Yeah, looks like I don't want to stay near the bottom of the screen in the last phase, because you can't see what he's actually doing.
Yeah, so when he gets to it, don't spam your water. You can use water periodically to just so you're not wasting refresh ticks, but don't do the spam thing until he's about like halfway through the last one. Yeah, and then like try to cripple him and then just
spam it.
Move that fat. Yeah, spam that last phase. And those those scaled windows, those are RNG. That's for how big they are. Like there's modifiers for how far you are.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if they just got bigger over the course of the fight or what. But...
They do, and like depending on the difficulty you're on, that scale goes up higher or faster. But there is a bit of RNG involved. I am okay-ish with RNG in this game because of what it is, because of the RPG elements and how many options the player has.
Yeah, it's not too bad here.
Yeah, DT3 not so much. I might with the next update for DT3 whenever that happens. Keep Boost Spider or Bow Spider, keep Bow Spider random, but make his first jump down be
set
less random, not necessarily fully set, but make so he can only summon up a set amount of sticks in only a certain way. So that way the first so what fucks the time there is because that first wave down, he's slow. On the other ones, it's not as bad because he's fast.
Right. Okay, so you would like speed him up in the first wave then.
Right. So the first wave, he would either he wouldn't go fast. Maybe I would make him go a little faster at the start for the first wave, depending on. But what I do is make it so he can only hit one stick, regardless. No matter what the setup is, he's only gonna hit one stick because your time can get fucked by him going through like 5 or 6 sticks, and because of his speed, you just lost the gold time.
Yeah, for the gold time, you just have to sit there restarting until you get a good roll at the start, let's say.
Yeah, the first one, the gold time is all based on that first one.
Yeah, pretty much. And your ability to mash, but that's a lot of the gold times, really. Yeah,
on him. I believe you can beat Bow Spider in 3 cycles.
Yeah,
is what it is. Right. I think the target is 3 cycles. So if I can make it more consistent, just on the first one, I don't mind there being some RNG on that boss because of what it is, but the first one needs to be fixed, I guess, or changed. So. I know Brian wants to remove a double jump from his thing for you probably know why. I need to fix the thing. If you do the restart thing on the abomination fight, you don't get your ammo back. Somebody reported that bug.
Oh yeah, I think that happens with a few bosses actually.
Yeah, I might go back in there and check that myself. I think it was Neil that reported that, but it's really big on abomination.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of people don't use that on abomination because of the way the fight, how long it is, but it still needs to be fixed though. But maybe while I'm doing that, I'll go in there and play around with Bow Spider.
I know there was one person, it was Frey, who was talking about how he wanted a version of Wax that had RNG, which would be kind of crazy, but yeah, no, I don't think you were going to do that.
No, what I told him I thought about doing is, like I would put throughout the fight, even Wex gets a little bit faster. I would just set him at his fastest moment at the start of the fight, and that's just how the whole fight would be. I would not change that, and he would have, or no, that's what it was. No, I was gonna take out the wait time between his combos. I was just gonna completely remove the wait time, and I wasn't gonna reset his form change on his 20% supers. Which means you couldn't.
I figured it'd be hard to add RNG to the boss at this point anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't add that. But now it's just going to add it into the B side of things. Like if you've beaten Wex, it'll just add another door.
Right.
So
this is Metropolis. I suppose this is kind of like the inspiration for the gates in DTT, or not the inspiration, but like an earlier form of what we would see in the gates.
Yeah, this is one of the best levels in DT1 right here.
By far. Like this area and Blackrock Fortress next, I would say, are on par with DT3.
Yeah. And this level is actually really enjoyable on Distorted. The enemies they're a little tankier, but they have like crazy bullet pattern, or like they're crazy fast bullets things. But it actually really works with DT1's mechanics. So.
And I should mention the actual music the game uses here are like these really shitty MIDIs, and I went through and replaced all of them with the actual original songs because I got sick of listening to them. So.
I imagine.
I believe that's just because they were actually like MIDIs, like not even OGs, but MIDIs in the initial release because you're worried about file size.
Yeah, they are OGs, but they're MIDI converted to OGs, which is really bad.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what that was back then. Yeah, really, these need to be changed to some sort of orchestrated sort of thing, or just remastered thing, not MIDIs.
Yeah, like I said, I just went with the original songs because it's basically what you had, but sounds better.
Yeah. Slicks, I think you may have given me the idea for this map.
And
The scrolling up. Yeah, yeah, that was Slicks. He was like, "Oh, what about like you going up the Mega Man 2 like building thing?" That was him.
yeah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
cool idea. Good
yeah.
job,
I
Slicks.
really I liked that idea. I was like, yeah, that needs to be there. And so I was like, an auto scroller. Because we
So
all love auto scrollers. And auto scrollers aren't inherently bad.
no, I mean I think for the most part the DT series is auto scroll as well, except for well the abomination in the vault. Nobody likes that.
Nobody likes that. I don't even like that. It's not going to change at this point, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's garbage.
Well, I mean, I like the vertical one, but the first one before that, where you have to like sit through, what is it, like a minute and a half of hex talking you every time you die, it's garbage.
The horizontal one is exactly what I was thinking of. No, I like the vertical one.
Yeah, the vertical one I actually like
Despite nobody ever remembering fucking shotgun eyes.
Yeah, I have to admit, I did it with arrows my first time. I did not
That's
think.
fine.
But,
And I blame myself for that because basically 99% of the people who play that get confused with that. So I'm just like, okay, I should have taught the player that hey, shotgun ice does the splitting thing.
at the same time, that's like one of the good things about DGT. Like, there's a lot of different ways to approach given situations. Like, the player has a lot of agency in that regard.
Yeah.
Like, obviously not to the ridiculous degree of DT1 Jerry, but like it doesn't devolve into just like figuring out a cycle or figuring out a sequence of inputs or whatever. And I think that's like a pitfall.
That's true.
A lot of like I don't know what we call them, but Maso core platformers, whatever, turn into like the end is nigh is real bad about that. The player like can't actually do a whole lot of stuff. So pretty much every screen turns into you figuring out the optimal cycle or sequence of inputs to get through it, and it's not a lot of fun.
Yeah. LP, shut your mouth with your I use Blessed Vessel. No, that's fine, because Blessed Vessel is like the super pro meta strat.
So I'm thinking I might actually want to switch to Wave of Awesome here. Brian is very fond of Minerals Insurrection for all of Mega Man, but I prefer Wave of Awesome, kind of.
I Wave of Awesome the shit out of this level. Especially Forward A, or Forward...
The Gravity Well.
Forward A. Yeah. I was thinking about Smash Brothers when I made Wave of Awesome. I was like, oh, different directional things. My mind was straight up Smash Brothers there.
And the good thing about Jerry's bullets here is that they go through walls.
They do. It does not carry over to DT3 because I was like, nope.
Yeah,
there are because of reasons.
Yeah, it would not work in DT3. But, you know, everything you do in DT1 is already bullshit, so whatever.
It's true.
Those things are good for your mind. I don't want to get off Blast Off. I love Blast Off too much.
Oh yeah, I am really considering doing a remix of this game.
A remix?
I actually wouldn't call it like when we were talking about like Brian mode and like remixing a few things, especially the bosses. I would actually call it the Zephyr Loves You mix for since that seems to be a running joke. But I am really considering that, and like
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Me and Zero can come up with things to torture Brian with.
Now I know you said you were moving on from sprite rips, so I mean that would just be kind of like a thing on the side or whatever.
Yeah, like no, none of my new games would be that. And I'm contemplating a little game I'm making that we're gonna
see Brian play hopefully.
Yeah, I'm considering if I want to put any sprite rips in that or not, or if I just want to do like bad programmer art. I think I'm gonna go with bad programmer art because that's where it is, and I have like a short story to go with that essentially uses the bad programmer art. So probably gonna stay with that.
So there's a bit of kind of suspect design here, but you need the item from the bottom right here to get an item in the same stage.
Yeah, that wasn't the best idea. That was ass.
I have to say I'm gonna miss the Allen sprite. It's been good to us throughout the years. It's time to move on, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, who could it be?
Oh. Hello, Brian.
Slicks. Slake's wanting saying I'd have to play DT1 again. I'll add Brian into this real quick. Let's see. Add people.
Don't kill the guys that make the stage invisible, by the way. That's not a good strat. Oh, shit. The window lost focus. Brian, you killed me by making the window lose focus. I hope you're happy.
Oh, cool.
I think we should restart the call. Your Moogie got
really
destroyed there. Yeah. So I'm gonna restart this call.
Okay.
Oh god.
Oh wait, never mind. Moogie's back.
Okay. Are we working now?
It looks like it.
Okay.
The stream is live.
Okay.
Oh
okay,
no.
This is bullshit.
I'm kind of glad that I missed Distortion Windows because that place fucking sucks.
Yeah, we were talking about how much you hate it.
You can't like criticize Mookie because it's just the level that's bad.
No, we still can.
Oh yeah, you can criticize.
I can criticize Brian for hating it. Maybe he just doesn't understand
The true art.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a cool concept, and like, okay, the icons moving around is extremely obnoxious and should be removed. Otherwise, I don't really have a problem with it.
I don't mind the icons moving. I don't mind any other stuff. I just there's 2 times in that level when you're forced out of full screen, and it's terrible. Terrible. Please get a checkpoint here. Okay, guess not.
I should have gotten a checkpoint, but you know, we're gonna have fun with Zephyr's namesake.
You can do both.
There we go. See?
The Zephyr Rock or Earth Shift combo.
Truly the greatest combo of them all.
I just love when the rock goes through the wall.
Yeah,
so good.
It's beautiful.
That's true art right there.
I hope you did this level first.
Oh yeah.
He is. He is. Yep. Moogie knows the strats.
I learned my lesson playing through the game again.
Did Zephyr tell you, or did you already know about the cripple points and distortion windows?
Oh,
he knows.
I knew about them. I wasn't entirely sure how it worked. It's very silly, and you don't need to do it either way. So.
Well, any port in a storm.
This room doesn't have any of the green guys, so you can't get your lights back.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just always made sure not to kill them.
Yeah, the green dude. Like they don't have the fireworks animation like they do in actual Mega Man, but they still do the same thing. They function the same way.
I didn't even know how they work. Like I don't.
Zephyr's lying.
He doesn't really know his own game.
Oh, there is a green dude. Right there.
Several green dudes, in fact.
Okay.
Jeez. Maybe you should try playing this game before you criticize people.
Yeah. Guess so. I guess I was nice, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll give some people some things.
You should switch to Mental Insurrection, because Mental Insurrection will kill everything in all 4 of these levels.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try out Mental Insurrection here, because I was saying earlier, I prefer Wave of Awesome here, but MI seems like the better choice in the story, I'm gonna say.
Like, I guess for me, whenever I don't need something else, I default to, like, Blast Off Mental Insurrection.
Yeah, like, I always sit on Blast Off myself. It's a good skill.
Not sitting on MI is like, I'll hit my button for skills and then throw boomerangs and be like, I guess I die. I guess that's the end of this run.
Now, how far have you gotten in Achilles, Brian?
I'm in Distortion WTF. I just hit the Castlevania section.
Oh, that's gonna be quite the thing.
It's gonna be quite the thing. I'm not too worried though.
Breakout is gonna be.
Oh, Breakout, yeah.
It's gonna.
Breakout's not gonna be that bad.
He says this now.
I mean, like, the last time you saw me playing it, I wasn't using any shields or heals.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna have Zephyr plus water barrier. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna do it first try, but like, I don't think it's going to be a huge wall.
I guess not.
We just want to rupture this guy into oblivion. Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? This is just the avoidance boss.
Yeah, rush him to oblivion.
The spiked wall room, man.
I've already done Spike Wall Room Achilles.
In fact, you do spiked room Achilles every time.
No. No, he's talking about the Castlevania room.
Oh, it's Castlevania room. So,
Oh, yeah.
that was a boss. You get experience for it.
Because...
Once again, used to be a lot harder with older dash.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't hard even then, but it was, like, kind of tricky.
Doing 2 dashes in a row, like a dash into an air dash, is, basically impossible. Well, not impossible.
No, it's very possible. You just hold up and press jump, jump. But your dashes go so much shorter distances that you can't clear them as easily.
Good fan game boss.
So I guess we're gonna go back into here because why not?
Yep.
Because hashtag good design, right? Yeah.
Basically.
Hash. So you can backtrack once you get this to the entrance instead of having to go all the way through. Or you can wait until you've beaten it and then you can just teleport out. Or you might be able to teleport out now because you've beaten this level. I don't know. You can.
I'll try.
Yeah, you can teleport out of these, I think, once you beat them.
No one trusts anything you say, Zephyr.
Yeah, at this point it's like, okay, well,
If it's like nuanced information about like things you made 10 years ago, it's like, yeah, there's none of these enemies here. Billions of those enemies everywhere.
Yeah, at this point it's like Zephyr's never
You can
played
skip
this
all the
game, or
cutscenes. You can skip 0 cutscenes.
You cannot teleport at this time, so Zephyr's wrong as usual.
Yeah.
I don't remember this game. It's just like with the shitty, stupid game. Like, I am basically 2% help in that game because I don't remember shit about that.
I mean, you still like the big important thing for the shitty, stupid game is that you remember how the controls work, which the game never explains.
Yeah, the crazy.
And it's not normal controls. It's the most confusing fucking thing in the world, where you have timings based on each of the buttons you can press that do different things in like a combo, but like your shield is also part of the timing. It's like this weird rhythm game thing, but the enemies aren't subject to the rhythm, so they just do whatever they want.
Yeah, I watched Brian's VOD of that, like the first few parts, and the combat system is like, it's indeed more complicated than DT1's, and that's an accomplishment.
I can't wait to get back to it because it apparently gets...
It gets stupidly complicated. Like
it gets stupidly so I've seen you play like late game stuff where you have the dash, which I didn't have yet.
Nope.
There are 4 dash buttons, by the way.
What the fuck? How do you have a game with 4 dash
for each direction? because RPG Maker sucks dick at everything, and you can kind of do like button combination things with RPG Maker, but just don't do it because you're not gonna have a good time trying to do anything with that. Like as the designer, and then as the player trying to do it.
Yeah, there's 4 dash buttons. There's like a spell button, a normal attack, and a close attack button.
Oh god. Which the close attack is also your finisher.
And it's your finisher, and you have to be tapping these all in a rhythm. And like apparently I'm skeptical, but the more I play it, the less I'm skeptical. This is the hardest game Zephyr's ever made by like a significant margin. So like when people talk about like Wex, apparently Spider Boss is like Wex times 2 or something.
Nah, Wex is definitely harder than Spider Boss. Spider Boss is definitely a thing. Fucking Rainbow Spider is something.
Rainbow Spider.
It's called the Prismatic Spider, and holy shit.
I'm really excited to get to the spider. Don't miss this item here.
Yeah, I want to see like what this game somehow more complex than DT1 ends up is.
There are other bosses than just that. Basically everything after the midway point, like every boss after that is like a nightmare to fight.
Yeah, every boss I fought so far has basically been like an East 1 boss, where it's like I run around randomly and you run into me and I die.
Yeah. Like, they're not too bad. The first one that gets kind of rough is this dude on a mountain, and you'll know when you get there. That's where
I hope
like,
his name is Dude on a Mountain, because that's exactly in the style of Happy Fun game.
It really is in the style, but no, it's not that though. But yeah, it's like, so you are allowed to give that game out to people, but like wait until I give you the one that, you know, has the fixed control thing. Which,
yeah,
Brian,
plus...
I have to give you an update thingy too that you
dude.
probably won't see. I don't know if you'll feel a difference with the shield being more responsive or not. It felt a little more with me. It's still not a full-on fix, but I'll need to give you that.
How much can you really fix this game with, you know, 4 dash buttons is the question.
Well, I didn't even unlock the dashes yet, so
yeah,
the game is so long without giving you like all your stuff because it would be way too overwhelming. But the other problem is that, like, I guess because I'm on Windows 10, the game will just sort of randomly stop accepting input.
Yeah.
And so, like, then I have to restart, like, my computer. And so it's like, before I stream the Happy Fun game, I have to restart my computer just so I, like, get enough buffer input, because it's, like, time-based or some bullshit like that. Like, it's not clear, and also this is a real kill room on Achilles.
Oh, I can't imagine.
You just have to kill everything way here, otherwise this shit happens.
Yeah, you can kind of tank stuff here, so it's not a big problem if your barrier runs out. But you know, Achilles, this game was not designed for Achilles.
No. I love that it's possible though.
Well, we don't know yet.
We haven't reached Shroud Lord yet.
Like, I mean, I'm very serious when people say, like, oh, Shroud Lord's the hardest thing. No, Artist will be the hardest thing. Artist is going to be way
I feel like Artist is going to be the hardest thing, yeah.
That's true, because the fight is just so long, and it's not made
so
at all
long.
with the intention of you not taking damage.
It's made with the intention of, I'm gonna give you a bunch of extra healing and spirit so you can tank your way through this.
Yeah, Slakes, I'll actually look at that maybe tomorrow. I gotta make sure I give the right thing out, because when I work in RPG Maker on Windows 7, the file that I work in, like every time I save, it saves it to some sandbox thing somewhere else hidden, and that's the actual file I'm messing with, not the one that's actually in the folder that I'm supposed to, that I'm used to working with. It's really strange.
Another thing, I think RPG Maker games that used MIDIs for sound had issues on later Windows too.
I haven't had any sound yet.
I need to look at. I'll need to go listen to your VOD sometime and look at the certain points where I know the MIDIs have problems. There's what a lot of people did with RPG Maker, and that's why there's an option. It's called just the fix music thing, and all it does is just stops the music and then starts it again. And apparently that is a big fix.
Oh, I have had that happen a couple times.
Yeah, and that's that bug. That's just an RPG Maker thing, and it's been going on since XP. But yeah, later versions of Windows really screwed with that.
I dabbled with RPG Maker when I was like much younger. It's an interesting program, but it's not really a good way to make a game if you have any other options. Like, people have done a lot of really creative stuff in it. I'm not knocking that at all, but like it's very limited in what it's intended to do.
Right. I mean
it gave us Yumeniki in the way. That's that's good.
And it's good at what it does. And then XP, the RPG Maker XP gave us To the Moon.
Oh, that's true.
Played that.
I really enjoyed that.
So you dashed into the door, which means you'll keep your dash momentum, and as soon as the boss fight starts, you're gonna shoot forward.
Get ready for it. Oh yes. Made a terrible game for a high school project in RPG Maker. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun. Like, I remember loving the software. I mean, it's garbage, but I wouldn't say it's garbage, but it's fun to use, especially since you can get things working like super fast. Like,
it is pretty garbage. Like when people say like, "Oh, Windows makes the sound break," no, RPG Maker makes the sound break. It is a shittily made program.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess I think it was MV or some of the newer ones. Like, they're a lot better apparently.
Oh, yeah.
The
newer ones
do things
like actually
outside.
have scripting language too, so you're not
you can use Ruby.
Events.
Yeah.
So that boss was authentic NES Mega Man, we'll say, and It doesn't deal well with Jerry.
No. Inferno. Inferno is so good, actually. It's got good applications.
I mean, it has a couple places where it's useful, like slimes and Argus.
I guess so. Oh yeah, Argus. Argus is a thing on this mode.
I don't know. I'm broken.
It's
You can heal. It's fine.
Yeah. You are a broken man.
But like with Argus, like you literally get times where it's like, please heal now.
Yes.
And you can out heal him. So like, literally, if you had the patience, you could heal up to full every time you hit that point, and like slowly beat him.
That's
depending
true,
on how much damage you take.
Oh yeah, Slakes is right. Someone did make a bullet hell. I played that one. Slakes, I think who did he go by? Himatako is what he went by. I might be mispronouncing how he wants to be pronounced, but yeah, he made some really cool things. He's also the guy that made the that visual novel where you date a dinosaur or something like way back in the day.
Man, I want to date a dinosaur.
There's this Japanese community that kind of makes the whole gimmick is making like crazy systems that shouldn't be made in RPG Maker. I can link some of it later. Like somebody made like a Smash Brothers clone and all sorts of other crazy stuff. Like a Portal.
I think
clone,
I've seen that.
Smash Brothers clone, all sorts of shit. Of course, they're just like short demos, but the idea is to show off what you can do with the extremely.
I mean, it's not really any different from like making something in SMBX or like SMU or whatever. Like those engines are not made for anything that Rockout plays. And yet.
There he is.
The SMBX in particular is buggy as all get out. I've actually played through a few games in SMBX myself, and like it's just a terrible environment to even play games in. I have to say, like, it just feels wrong. And it has crash issues and playback issues with music, and basically everything can go wrong well.
Yeah, I once tried to get Zelda Classic working because I saw like someone LP like a really interesting looking one. Like they make really expansive like custom stuff in that engine, but I couldn't ever get it to accept my input. Like it had the weird thing where like I could do keyboard input, but if I ever tried to do gamepad anything, even if it was through XPadder, so it should have been sending keyboard input, it like didn't work. Some like anti-hack bullshit that they used to do.
Oh right. Hey Brian, when you're playing the Happy Fun game, are you using a keyboard or your controller?
No, I'm using a keyboard. Because the same thing happened with Happy Fun game.
Oh
like,
right.
There was no way for me to get a controller working. It just wouldn't accept it. It wouldn't accept any like fabricated virtual keyboard input. Only hardware.
Oh right.
Which is almost fine because like I don't know how anyone would ever map that to a controller.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess you could use like the dashes on like a D-pad or something, or a right stick. That could possibly work.
Maybe. But like I'm okay with it being on a keyboard. It just means like I can't binge for an extended period of time because my hands are suffered.
No, it's probably better for your sanity anyway.
I mean, I've had fun with the game so far.
Does the game have more buttons than DT1?
I believe it uses everything on the number pad, right?
Because that's all RPG Maker 2K3 gave me access to is the number pad.
So if we count that, there's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, not including numlock.
Which you have to have numlock on for it to even work, because numlock. And the game reminds you, like, on the title screen, turn numlock on. And I actually kind of did that for myself, because I would forget about it, like, all the time to make it. I'm like, the game stopped working. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, numlock's not on.
But I did actually remap the controls on the numpad, because I think the default is really bad.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like... I think close is, like, the period? Like, your normal attack...
Normal attack was period, close is plus. Their addition.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's awful.
Okay, it had to specify addition.
I moved it up to backslash, and it was like backslash is normal attack, asterisk is close attack, and then minus is shield, I think. Because those are like the 3 buttons that matter.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I think that's what you changed it to. Yeah, you can always look at the. They'll tell you on the options menu. And that game has like, you know how DT3 has like loads of options.
Yeah.
That game has loads of options. You can change, and I thought about it, and I almost added this to DT3. You can change the HUD. You can move every individual HUD element around anywhere you want, and then you can save that location. And then so if you edit it when you like that, you can just like hit a key to go into the menu and just hit I want that back. So you can save one layout that you want, and there's also a default button as well.
I'm impressed you did this in RPG Maker of all things.
Yeah, because that game is like super long. It's as I wouldn't say it's as long as DT3. But it's pretty lengthy. But it did not take me that long to make. Like it was over the course of quite a few years, but I didn't spend that much time actually making it though. Like compared to like DT3, I spent definitely way more time at DT3.
Ran out of spirit and proved my downfall.
Just because, like, development, like, using even stuff like that in RPG Maker is, like, incredibly fast.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty amazed at that game. Like,
It's something.
there's, like, even like the world map, I remember, like, saying, like, it's like, crazy how you, like, planned for the jump boots so much, or whatever they're called, like the things that let you leap.
Yeah, the jump boots, yeah.
Just like how everything's kind of integrated with that. I do have a lot of money now, because after the last stream, I did, like, just leave it idling on the bank.
Yeah, so there's a bank you can put money into, and you get interest on it every, like, 24 hours, or I guess 24 minutes of real time. Yeah.
It was a funny game because I wanted to leave it on idle overnight, but I needed to be careful I didn't do it too long, or I would not have the input necessary to save.
Right.
So you kind of had to sit there babying it, saving every 24 minutes or whatever?
No, not every 24 minutes. I'd leave it for a couple of hours, come back and like mess around, see if I could still move, and then save there, and I'd do that every once in a while.
Yeah. How much money did you have at the start, and then how much did you...
Oh, I have no... I mean, you can check to see how much money I had at the end of the last VOD.
Okay.
And
I guess we can...
now I'm at a lot.
Okay. I guess we can always check to see, like, interest gained over the last, like, total. Because it tells you
the total interest gained is going to be most of what I got there. Because I didn't have much in there before.
You check the statement, it's like, it tells you your last... I think it tells you your last day, last 3, 7, and then overall. Or something weird like that.
Because that's information we need.
Exactly.
In a happy fun game.
That's right. Wait until you get to the buddy system. It's completely unnecessary.
Well, that's where you have like your allies, right? Because there's an ally system.
Yeah, and how happy they are determines. Okay, this is gonna. Do you want to know, Brian? Because this is amazing.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, the game's gonna tell you in like the next town or two.
Is it gonna tell me, Zephyr, or do you remember it telling me, but it doesn't tell me anything?
No. So like, because when I played the game like 2 years ago, I remember that NPC clearly. I'm like, oh yeah, I do tell the player about this. No. So like, their happiness thing has to be at a certain level, all 3 of them, for your item finder to work. Or no, I think that is the item finder. I think when you have all 3 of them, and like their happiness levels at a certain point, and so like the way the happiness level goes up, there's certain NPCs that will like ask you a dumb question, and you have to answer a certain way, and it's always really stupid, like inane things. And then certain points in the story, and you can repeat their dialogue tree or their thing like every 7 in-game days. And there's certain story segments where if you choose a certain thing, that makes certain characters go up and go down and all that.
So, Zephyr, did you like just put every system you thought of into this game?
That's basically what DT1 was, but more structured and less stupid. But yeah, that's what the Happy Fun game is. It's like, if I can put it in there, I put it in there.
I need to go back at some point and win that stupid racing thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, of course it's a race.
That was amazing to watch.
Was amazed at how long that track was. It's like a 20-minute race or something.
No, it's like 5 minutes. It's like 3
feels like 20 minutes.
It feels 20. No, it's literally like 3 to 5 minutes of like just ass. And yeah, but no, it does. It feels so long.
You're in like a Kirby wheel, right?
Yeah, like that Kirby wheel thing, and you have
Yeah,
like
you get a Kirby wheel, and there's this ginormous like junkyard area that's full of dogs that like randomly move but also home in on you, I think.
Yeah.
And race is you need to do precise motions in RPG Maker.
Oh.
That's all that really needs to be said. And there's random
Yes.
dogs flying all around.
So I
It's
took the
just-
checkpoint that time. I was not stupid.
Thank you,
Good.
Moogie. Because this getting out of this is stupid.
Yeah.
And I guess, well, you did it.
You can
Yeah,
actually
no,
keep
what-
typing with repeated MIs. It's funny.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, what Brian says is true. It is all true.
So it seems like you put things that you shouldn't have even put in that game as well.
Yes. No. Everything that's in that game, 100% should be there.
I
For-
remember you have the option of customizing the hit sparks when you hit an enemy.
Yes, you do. All
amazing.
three of all of them. And you have like a million different options.
And there's like infinite scaling on stats, right? Like you can never run out of power things to buy.
No. That's based on progress. So the attack and magic attack are based on progress. Defense is not. Defense goes up to a certain point, and then the amount it costs goes up, and then I think it fixes itself at a certain point. But even your defense has a cap, and that is per difficulty.
Oh.
Of
So,
course,
like,
it
and
has
I
I-
remember
difficulties.
before you said like you could buy something infinitely.
And that's defense. You can buy defense infinitely, but it does have a cap. But don't buy defense. It's fine to buy that, but like you get most of your defense is going to come from certain NPCs and quests.
How do you know, like, is there any way to tell when the cap is?
So it's based on difficulty. I believe hard mode is 100. Normal mode you're on is 150, and then I think easy
Not
mode.
hard.
You are on hard? No, you're on normal because I convinced you to stay normal.
No. I'm pretty sure I made a grave error in my life. I'm gonna go back to the first VOD.
No,
almost
you're-
certain.
You're totally on normal mode. Like I know because like I was just
part one.
because like hard mode in that is stupid, especially later on, because everything on the end game and it's really dumb, like kills you in like 2 hits. And like I know the final boss on hard mode has like legitimately like a 1-hit kill.
There we go. I forget the way you're supposed to do that, but you can just use Super Blast.
And I think-
so whatever.
Yeah, you do some weird stuff with Earth Shift or something.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the solution to everything else. You do some weird stuff with Earth Shift.
like intentionally by design. It's like something with Earth Shift. Oh yeah, and MI. You can use MI because
Oh, right.
keep
Easy to get the stall time.
When do you choose the difficulty?
like right in the beginning. I think easy mode is like it's either 250 or 200 is the cap on easy mode.
So I'd
Yeah,
say-
Whatslake says
I'd
buying
just-
defense is really silly. Or go ahead, Moogie.
I'd just say Brian is right, and MI is amazing here.
Yeah.
No, it is really good. I think I like using Wave of Awesome because it's Mega Man.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of the mindset I got in. Like, oh, this shoots a charged up Buster. I better use it here because it's Mega Man. But no, just use it
Yeah.
by.
Whatslake says that buying defense is silly because it's subtractive, and so it's like taking 1 fewer damage when most things deal 150 to you. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the whole thing of defense is it does add up. But yeah, I believe normal mode is the cap is 150, which on a normal, like normally playing through the game, and I think even I don't remember what Split had, but I think his was mostly true to this as well.
So.
Or no, he
those
didn't
are
do a lot of the
boss.
side quests. And that's a boss. You usually reach about like 105 to 120 by the end.
Oh, and this actually brings up another issue with DT1. Like, the more spells you get, the more spells you have to swap through every time you want to
Yeah.
find another one. And it's bad.
The Zephyr Love You mode should have even more spells that you get, like a water ability that has repeat hits.
Fire drill, water drill, wind drill.
Yeah,
Just replace Piercing Stream with something good.
No, piercing stream's fine.
What do you use piercing stream for? Like, serious question.
The two places. So I saw Ilvo use piercing stream on Argus, and it seems like it was pretty effective. I hadn't used that before. And then the other one is when you're in, right before Argus, when you're in the Zelda section.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they have the enemy traps. That's just like a trillion of those small guys. Like one piercing stream will kill them all. It's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah. God, the delivery quest in Happy Fun Game. Slit just wasn't. I don't think he did any of the side quests like at all. I don't think he didn't really go for the NPCs. He just went straight for like story stuff.
Okay, I did choose normal.
Okay, which is smart, man. Trust me.
Or do I have to go back?
There's no reason why there should be
One
difficult
day-
settings in that game.
I'll have to go back and play extreme mode.
Oh my god.
Extreme mode. Does that just make everything kill you instantly or what?
No, you just have basically you have less HP, so things kill you faster. That's really the only thing. That's just an HP count and a defense limitation.
Oh yeah, I tried to do all the side quests I could, but they're like hard to find because like I don't actually want to talk to anyone in Zephyr's towns.
Even though they're the best NPCs ever.
What was it? You have like Solid Snake in there, and like he'll hurt you if you stare at him too long.
Yeah.
It's good.
Or the book that talks to you for like 5 hours and gives you, okay, since you listen to my stupid rant, he gives you a +1 to defense.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I guess, is there... So I have, like, a lot of money. So I could buy a bunch of defense.
Yes.
But, like, I don't know. If I'm just gonna hit the cap anyway?
Yeah.
No, Moogie, just do a gator wheel from the outside.
Yeah, you can hit... The gator wheel, like, doesn't despawn until it hits a ceiling, right? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Money is a thing in that game. Like, it doesn't look like you're gonna need it.
No, I believe I need it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, you just jumped into the spike.
That was excellent pro strats there.
Now please use the gator wheel this time.
I will. I had to restart so I could use the gator wheel. That was totally intentional.
Yep.
Yep, definitely intentional.
Yeah, that's actually a cool strat. This area, by the way, is good. Yeah, that's my commentary. This area is good.
I don't think you can wildfire. Wildfire doesn't hit switches.
No, because it's a spell. I'm about to say you're a
water
Gyro.
barrier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, water barrier, of course. The game treats water barrier as a physical tech.
For some reason.
Because, you know, why
So,
not?
Water barrier.
This guy's bullets do not despawn ever, so we're gonna go back and kill him.
Well,
They did despawn.
they don't despawn, but like he stops shooting them if he's far enough away.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a level up from him, so it's good.
It was worth it then.
Spoilers.
I'm trying to think of like the bosses that you're about to go against in the Happy Fun game, Brian. I guess the next like 2 or 3 are kind of not really that great, and after that is when they start getting a little better.
Are we talking like DT1 bosses or what?
They don't quite do that. Just kind
So
of there.
there's no like I do a billion damage to you all at once victories.
Yeah.
But they're pretty like random and like not super interesting so far. So in that
Yeah.
sense, they're like DT1 bosses.
Right. And there are some, I guess, once you really understand the game, with the way like the desperation thing works, and not really the way that works, but like the shield thing to get extra power for your attacks, it gets pretty crazy. You can actually like speed kill certain bosses. Like that one boss that you're in that big room and he just shoots like projectiles from the 4 sides of the map.
Mm-hmm.
It was not that one dungeon. And like that slime boss. Like you can speed kill those guys like.
Oh my god, the slimes! I just had flashbacks.
God, yeah, like you can speed kill those bosses in like 15 seconds.
Not even the boss, just like, I'm going to infinitely spawn slimes, and there will be
God.
20 on screen at once. Hooray!
Those 2 maps. Oh my god.
So this is the screen where I hope you learned how to use MI to stall, because you
don't
kind of
need it.
fall a little too fast for my comfort.
Yeah, the
Huh.
terminal velocity in DT1 is higher than in DT3.
So I didn't actually
Doing 0
damage
damage
that
doesn't
guy
give
with
you.
MI.
Yep.
too.
Yep. But yeah, I generally don't MI down this room.
Brian's pro at this one.
I don't know, it feels like I shouldn't.
And
What's
there's
wrong?
the butt face at the end. Just to
Like,
get
mental interactioning in this room is like using raid mode.
Okay, Brian.
He used it right at the end for the butt face. The good old butt face. Oh, these maps on...
They were fine.
Yeah, I guess they weren't bad.
Although I
I
don't
would-
remember... I
No,
don't think I had a big problem with this one.
Not this one, the next one with the Mets.
The Mets one was stupid.
Yeah,
It's a stupid room for stupid people.
like it's really dumb on Achilles.
Like we say on Achilles, as if it's an actual mode that exists.
It is now. Anyone can play it. I'm surprised my strat worked to like get Achilles working. I'm so happy it worked.
You're playing this room properly, Moogie. Oh, I'm so glad you killed those. It's a free ludicrous kill.
Well, have fun with this room on Achilles.
Oh yeah, this room I saw you doing Achilles. It was a thing.
God, this map.
And once again, learning that flood is amazing.
Yeah, Flood is actually really good. Like, it kills these guys in one hit. No questions asked.
Yeah, once you learn that, it's basically just you need to find an opening strat so that you can find a safe place. Because from your starting position, it's like there's bullets everywhere.
yeah.
It's true. Oh my god.
And I think I just want to use boomerangs on this guy.
No.
No.
No, not boomerangs.
No.
That's the other boss. That's the...
There's...
You want
What
to
do you-
use the
what do you
only
use?
spell.
What do you use?
Oh. I know what you use.
Use dash momentum.
Yes, we use dash rune. Not quite high enough.
You want to go behind him.
What?
You want to go behind him. Like, that's the true pro stat. Pro
Really? I thought they had special stuff.
Yeah, no, you don't actually go behind him. Don't actually do that.
Oh, okay.
And this is the boss once you... Yeah, arc shift. Do you have faster casting, Moogie?
I do.
Okay. Oh wait, you probably wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't.
You still could.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
You need it for the really high ones. But although actually you can do really high ones even with... Because it doesn't cut your momentum anymore.
Oh, that's right.
And you get such a big combo here that your spirit basically infinitely refills, so...
Yeah, because you're constantly damaging him too, so...
Yeah, the true strat is trying to get your Earth Shift back without dropping your combo.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's another DT1 boss slain by Earthshift. And there's
Oh, yeah?
like spikes on the ceiling for some reason. I can't see how you'd ever hit them, but they're there.
From Earth Shift, if you jumped up and blasted off, you'd hit them.
That's right.
Now you should do that. You should do that because you just went into the
No.
save room.
Can't
You
do
ruined
it.
your invulnerability.
Yep. You gotta restart the whole thing now. The whole game.
Yeah. Load your game.
I'm not loading my game.
Oh god, these sections.
Oh yeah,
Why did you make these sections?
these sections are a thing on Achilles?
I probably just hated everybody when I played this level.
Like this this. I don't understand.
Look,
I have no words.
Look, rock drill does damage now. That's all I have to say. That has nothing to do
That
with
doesn't,
the
that's not, doesn't mean I'm gonna forgive you for this.
I know it has nothing to do with the level, but I mean, I just wanted to state that. Like,
Yeah, it does. That's a recent change, I think.
it is a very recent change. Yeah, the Happy
Alright,
Foot game
bitching
does
gets
have a real
some
guy.
things done.
It does have the Unreal
Well,
guy.
Good luck with these platforms.
So, we were wondering, are these platforms actually RNG or what?
No, they're not random.
Okay.
Like their position is not random, but like the timing is slightly random.
It's not.
I
I don't think it's random at all.
think there's like a variance of like 4 frames.
And,
Like I feel like
that will
if I killed, you know, the enemies at about the same time and like did the same route multiple times, I'd get the same patterns.
So it's like pseudo RNG.
I don't think it's actually RNG at all. I think Zephyr's just wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure there's like the RNG is so low that that it's not really a thing. I believe it's like the spawning is within 4 frames of timing. Because there's a timer on when each of those platforms spawn. And I think there's a 4 frame variance.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you made it.
You made it.
Oh shit, I didn't make this one.
Spoilers.
Oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. Oops. Everything closes in on you.
Yeah, it's like, it wouldn't be that bad if you could like predict it was going to happen, but you have to kind of get in there and you're just fucked.
Well, the hallway is long enough that you can't see all of it on
Yeah.
screen at once. So you're like, you
Yeah.
have to go forward blind.
This is a video game.
Fuck. Dumb.
This is definitely
Dumb
a video game.
thing.
Okay, there we go. The trick is just kind of rush through and hope it works, 'cause there is no
Yep.
trick, in other words.
There is no trick. And the best part is that you get to do it again.
Oh yeah. It's not as bad on the next screen.
Yeah, I guess not. It's a longer map, but it's not. I guess the gaps are bigger. Oops, sorry, hit my mic again.
Oh yeah, I wanted to note that like the previous area used music from the X games, despite this being NES Mega Man World, and like some of the fanfare is from the X games too. And it's just like, well, whatever. No consistency here.
Nope.
That's a pretty trite thing to get angry about.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just something I kind of noticed.
I think it bothers you.
Oh, okay.
I think, like, deep in your black gnarled heart.
Yeah.
Deep in your
you
heart.
believe every night. The existence of X songs and classic Mega Man levels.
Yeah, it's. Okay, yeah. I forget what you do here.
Okay, so there's a couple ways you can do this. You can either do it the dumb way, or the cool guy way. You should do it the cool guy way. So, over on the right, you wanna do this from the right.
Too late.
Uh-oh.
But do
Oh, he
tell
did
me,
the cool guy.
do tell
That's-
me
that's
the
the
other way
cool
to
way
do
to
it,
do it.
because I've only ever done it with Earthshift.
Well, you already destroyed the blocks that I would use to illustrate that thing. Basically, those blocks are not flush with the
Oh.
platform on the right. So if you spawn a rock drill just like straddling the ground, it'll actually hit the
Like that.
block.
Okay. But
Yeah, he
Earthshift
actually did
is
it by
cool.
accident there.
Yeah, he did one on the left. I don't think I've ever done that with Earthshift. I don't think I even knew how to do it
Oh,
the
shit.
other way. Oh, yeah, you don't want to leave those ceilings there. It's a
Yeah.
bad time. That's a bad time for Banjo Man.
So
That
now
was-
that the rock drills actually do damage, they're kind of good against the mitts because they hit lower than your shot.
Yeah, but like, so does Wave of Awesome.
That's true. I mean, just like one of the many alternate ways you can approach something in DT1, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't. The change was recent enough, and it's been long enough since I've done my Achilles thing that like it's not something I've experimented with. I'm sure there's gonna be uses somewhere down the line, but you get rock drill after rupture, so it needs to compete with rupture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which
Rock Drill is just like super cheap. It's basically free.
like it may be the better solution for Game Over Man.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because I know like Zero went in and like ruptured and just like face tanked it to kill it really fast, which is good, but I'm unable to do that.
Game Over Man.
So this section right here, this is well, I guess I say this section, but the stream sees the future section. That section with the block and the little spike-shaped U.
Yeah.
They used to be a real thing.
Yeah.
I guess what you're
Like-
supposed to do is just destroy the block and then dash through it twice, but
Well, that was the trick, right? So it was a puzzle. Normally, if you just did a dash, you would not clear the block. So you
Right.
destroy the block, but then you couldn't get the item up above. So the trick was to put an Earthshift down so you could make it on top of the block without destroying
that's
it, and
what I
then you could
kinda just
Earthshift
did.
again.
But as it turns out, we have Super Blast off, so none of that even matters.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like really consistent with it now. I saw you like kind of figured out a different way.
Yeah, so, like, the other way to do it, you don't actually need to stop moving. The trick is you just need to press the button for 1 frame, the spellcast button for 1 frame and release it. It's actually pretty consistent because, you know, this game is 30 FPS.
Oh, so you just like you can just hold a direction and then tap blast off.
Yeah, that's all you do. Hold the direction and tap blast off.
Huh. Oh, so what we were doing before was hitting a direction the frame after.
Yeah, and that's
Blast
not
off.
necessary. Alright, let's get my bullshit.
Oh,
ready.
it's X copy. Which you're gonna Kadeku to death.
Good. Good.
What a great strategy I found.
Yeah,
That
this-
was excellent.
This is peak DT1, right? What we're about to see.
Excuse me.
That was an adorable sound.
There's a hiccup.
Brian hiccups are damn adorable.
I'm a cutie. So, Copy X is one of the hardest bosses in the game.
He was one of the hardest bosses.
I mean, I think he still is.
Oh, can you keep that combo going, Moogie? Oh, he didn't do it. Oh,
It's fine.
it's okay, yeah.
So there's like no way to actually break his AI with Earthshift like there is FIs, is there?
I've tried for so long. Like, he can break temporarily. Sometimes if he jumps and lands on the edge, like, or if he jumps on Earthshift, he'll just kind of stay there,
Right.
like in the falling animation, but he's not stuck.
Yeah, he gets out of it after a couple of seconds or whatever.
Yeah, because he corrects himself when he moves around. Or when he changes moves and all that.
So this boss, you know, I like Copy X a lot, but the big problem is that in order to figure out what attacks he's going to use, which is important for dodging them.
You have to look at the bottom left of the screen, and you're not.
Well, you
gonna
can see the bottom left of the screen, but you're intended to look at the color he shifts to, but he has 2 colors that look exactly the same. And the problem is that one of them is blocked by water barrier and the other is not. of those two, and it's the stupid boomer Kawanger fucko ducko. That yeah, that thing hits really hard, and you can't cancel it by any means, and it will always, you know, hit twice basically. It goes and comes back, and it is, and like, so you say Copy X isn't hard, but every other boss we have a strategy for dies instantly, and you've died twice
Right,
already.
that's
So
true.
he's still a formidable foe.
You still need to pay attention to what you're doing, basically.
You still need to put water barrier on. I don't know why you haven't.
I should.
A boss that actually stands up to D2 on Jerry. That's,
It's like that. Shroud Lord. Necrobane.
Yeah, Necrobane.
Plant boss.
Plant boss.
He's super hard. I'm gonna make him the hard. Like if I do a Zephyr Loves You mode, I'm gonna make him like the hardest boss.
I'm not sure if it should be him or the guy in Blackrock Fortress. 'Cause they're both contenders for people that deserve to be the hardest boss in the game. Just don't know.
It's just be that Shroud Lord is just easy. Like he's not even a boss fight on that mode.
Yeah, he's just the final nightmare version of Shroud Lord.
There we go. So, like in retrospect, it seems obvious that you can hit him during the avoidance phases with Kudeku, but as far as we know, nobody figured that out until Brian randomly tried it on Achilles.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to use Kudeku.
Yeah, because I've said it several times that Kudeku is not explained to the player, and as far as I know, it isn't.
It is explained to the player.
Is it?
But, yeah. But the kicker there is that you have to actually read the dialogue.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Hey, those spikes work.
Because I believe it transitions rooms when you
Yeah,
get the
because
cutscene.
there's that cutscene you transition,
okay.
so it breaks the thing. Yeah.
You don't get to be a cool guy.
No.
But now you get to go to Blackrock Fortress.
I think we'll start Blackrock Fortress and maybe get to the best boss, and then save the rest for later stream.
Well, what's that item you're missing in that place?
I'm gonna save that for the item finder because I don't want to bother finding it right now.
You tried to kill that shopkeeper.
I see War Master. My first instinct is to try to attack him.
Just see red.
Yeah. Oh, and we're coming up on a very good cutscene as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of what it sounds like.
Something like that.
LP, I put points in my skill tree during Metropolis, so don't worry. This is so ridiculous, and I love it. Like the fact that you found somebody to like edit this sprite, it's great.
Yeah, just somebody was like, I'm gonna make you a new sprite for that, and then he drew a thing.
And the music here is from Rosenkreuz Stilett.
It's a Mega Man game. Avery, that was it, yes.
Blackrock's fun.
Oh yeah, I like Blackrock. It's probably my favorite part of the game.
I think I like Metropolis more. Or I definitely like Metropolis more, but I like
Both very good. This is the strongest part of the game overall.
I feel like... I think the best part of DT1, though, is the primary memory. It's the most DT, like, part of any of the trilogy.
There you go. Yeah, I can see that.
It's just the most, like...
God, I never understand how to hit those guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't like Saugines. I fucking hate Saugines so fucking much.
Oh my god, suddenly giant laser and you're dead.
Yeah. They're one of the things I remember from like my playthrough back in 2012, and I still don't know what to do with them, so I'm just gonna ignore them if possible.
So
with their-
Sawgains have two stances. They take a step and they swap like their sword. It's so subtle because their shield like goes down a few pixels or up a few pixels,
Yeah.
and you need to hit them while their shield is down. And it's like it's not clear at all that they don't have defense, but that's just how it works.
Yeah. Use their legs more as an indicator.
Really?
Yeah. Like check their legs out.
Oh, I got poison. We'll see the glory of poison in DT1. It does so much. My HP is
Poison
actually
kills.
going down, if you couldn't tell.
Well, you make fun of poison, but then you get spirit drain.
Oh yeah, Spirit Drain.
Spirit Drain
is
is- It is the true, like, shitter.
That's an apt
Shitting
description.
fucker, baby. Shitting fucker, baby. Man.
So
I'm,
this
like,
place is
mentally
actually quite
exhausted.
hard the first time you get here.
Mentally exhausted. What happened, Brian? What's going on?
Watch the finale of Made in Abyss.
Oh.
So good. I guess you want it when the shield is up.
Yeah. So, or a better metric would be to when his legs are not apart.
His legs are not apart. Okay, I'll have to look for that.
Okay, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sprite you use is like not very clear about.
No, it's
Anything.
not.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Look, just you attack him when he's not being a whore. That's the way. Easy indication.
That means we can never attack you, Zephyr.
It's true. Protections.
Oh, and the dash refresh crystals are first introduced here, and we'll see them
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot
that's
in
right.
DT3, of course.
I don't remember if you ever fixed this, but it used to be the case, and it might still be the case, that when you hit... Okay, you did fix it. So it used to be the case that when you hit those dash crystals, you would lose rave energy.
Oh yeah, that was fixed quite some time ago.
That was just a bug.
It's pretty
I
funny.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think maybe that bug was fixed with the control fix.
That could be.
I believe so. Oh, you fucked yourself.
Oh no!
Like he got hit going into the door.
Come on. Okay, this guy is bullshit. There we go. My
Boogie
strategy
and timing.
just spam wind burst.
Yeah. Your goal should be he takes a step and you kill him with
Yeah.
wind burst before anything else happens. Also, do you have stun bead equipped? I don't think you do.
Let me check.
Stun
look-
bed is the best.
You
I do.
look like a man without a stun bead.
I have some bid.
Okay.
He does, yeah.
Okay. That equipment is correct. Just
Not actually sure what his dash.
maybe
crystals are there.
you're not like mashing correctly. Because like you should be able to kill him before he moves again.
Yeah, my issue was I was trying to conserve wind burst. but
Okay.
I shouldn't.
No.
Never conserve
at this-
anything.
Yeah. at
By this point in the
you
game,
don't
you no
need to.
longer conserve. You have enough spirit. You have enough elemental energy. It's do or die. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Why are we singing "Live and Learn" from Sonic Adventure?
Sonic Adventure 2 yeah. Because you gotta live and learn.
Yeah,
That's-
Brian's right.
This is what I contribute to the stream, okay?
Okay. I mean, it's a good contribution.
Brian serenades us with song.
Only Sonic Adventure 2 battle songs, though.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that didn't work.
God, you're so bad at one-frame inputs.
I figured you guys would like that one. This spaghetti was real.
Magical. Truly magical.
I enjoyed that.
So like the first video I did with Zephyr, I think was the Vault Nightmare Gate, and I just died repeatedly, and that I was playing really badly, and it's like, I was like, oh god, this is the first video I'm doing with the creator, and I'm totally fucking up all over the place. But I've learned that Zephyr enjoys seeing people play poorly in his games.
It gets fine.
He always just wants to play his games, poorly or well.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's
It's all narcissism.
basically. Not basically, it is.
Well, that went well. Could have gone poorly, but it didn't.
Oh, jeez. That was like a pixel away.
Why do those guys exist, Zephyr?
Probably because I just hate everything.
I mean, if they were just... They made me cry. Windy Slopes. They made me real sad in Windy Slopes.
Oh, jeez. Well, that was scary looking.
You just llama yourself away from that thing.
Oh, he zoned.
Did it.
Good man.
So yeah, one thing to know about DC1 is that Zephyr likes to place items like right at the end of the screen, and you're gonna be tempted to try to get them, but don't. You want to get the screen transition first.
Here comes another pause moment.
Since I am not restricting myself from using Rave mode, I feel completely justified in doing this.
This one was pretty easy as far as enemy traps go.
Yeah. Did you pause this one, or did you do it legit?
Oh god no. Oh god no.
I was about to say, I don't think you could.
I'm not doing Rave mode, I'm not using pause strats.
Oh, true.
That's just asking to die.
Wow, it takes a while for these last guys to spawn.
Patient. You can pause again.
I could have. We didn't need to.
You spin me right around, baby, right around. What are you doing? Just dash.
Yeah, I forgot there was an item at the end there.
It's Smackledorf. It's Rave mode is just like most action like a lot of action games at the time when this came out had like a super mode thing, temporary super
Double
mode.
trigger.
Yeah, double trigger, stuff like that, and that's all it really was inspired from. In this game, I was just like, oh, what dumb thing can I put? I don't know, it's Rave mode and disco balls show up. Why not? Something like that. But yeah, it's just another double trigger style thing now.
You gotta get the lore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and we're about to see we're about to see something very, very wonderful that everybody loves about this game.
These guys are great. Yeah, sometimes Kirby and Michael Jackson show up.
Okay, I should cripple these guys. Is it full any?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not for these
God,
guys.
Zephyr.
I'm sorry.
It contains the thrust attack, which means it's impossible.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah. 4 down, full.
Thrust down full any. And the guys in the air are weak to earth, and the guys on the ground are weak to wind, which just is horse shit. It's goddamn horse shit. Yeah, this is going well.
It's not going well.
Spirit drained, you have no life.
You have no life. Oh, they did their thing.
Is that new?
No.
Did you add that? Because I've never seen that before.
They do it when one of them hit 50%.
But they do it multiple times.
God, they have so much fucking HP on Distorted.
No, it's just always when one of them hit 50%, and then when one of them are dead when they dive, they do one of those. It's just that if you can keep one stunned and kill them, you won't see it, but both of them have to be alive for that to happen.
No, but like I've definitely seen when I was leaving them alive, they would use that multiple times.
Oh, maybe? I don't think so, though.
If you get the cripple, you should use Cyclone
Oh, yeah, Cyclone's good.
instead of Windburst. Also, you're continuing to use wind on the flying form, which you
Yeah,
should not.
I should
It does no damage. She's Earth.
Okay, there we go.
Spirit Drain. But you only have 1 ground left, so whatever.
Wink.
Good job.
I don't actually mind fighting them so much as, you know, the situations you get put in fighting them later.
Never mind.
And here's Grand Slam. It's, yeah, it does that.
It's a technique that you get thing.
Yeah.
You'll definitely be using it because it's required. So Grand Slam has gone through an interesting history where it's like technically a better attack now, but so it used to be that you had 0 air steering while it was going. You would just go straight down, and now you can kind of guide it, which is nice for using it as mobility, but you used to use it as like a way to like precisely stop dashing. So you dash and then time your Grand Slam to like cut it instantly and not move back or get snapped back or whatever. All momentum was cut. And you can still kind of do that, but if you're holding forward, you'll go a little bit forward. So it's useful in like precision platforming situations, like when you're doing Shroud Lord's Laser Bonanza.
I never thought to use it there.
Yeah, you can use it there. There's also there's some just like straight up trap segments in certain places where it's nice to be able to do like a very short forward dash into Grand Slam. You can also use the new back dash for it, but yeah. And also like being a downward attack, it has the same properties as your like jump attack. So like if you are in it for long enough, you'll get iframes, and that's useful for certain things later. It's the only way to do certain things without taking damage, and it's the only way to get certain items.
Well, I didn't do that screen very well, but I didn't die, so we'll call it even.
It's a success.
Would not be an Achilles success, that's for sure.
You're coming up to an item.
Oh yeah.
The item.
The item that some people take literal years.
Yeah. Literal years.
Oh shit.
Do this in the most complicated way possible.
This is a very simple way to do this.
Yeah.
Simple way I've obviously forgotten.
There we go.
Oh. Kinda.
You had it. You had it. Had it. This is amazing.
I'm laughing with you.
I know. It's a thing.
There's no malice in my heart. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I just want more Maiden Abyss. That's all I think about now.
Every time you I see it, it's made in Abyss, but every time you
Yeah.
say it on,
I know
here,
it sounds like
I hear
Maiden.
made in Abyss. Yeah, and I'm just like, what is this? Nice, nice. I love it.
Ah, shit. Alright, so I've like practiced this several times and I always forget the solution. It's not intuitive, let's say.
Well, that's fine. This is the true DT1 experience.
It is.
I'm about to say, yeah, this is it right here. This is the thing.
Oh no.
That's not how you do that, movie.
I know it's not how you do it.
That ain't how y'all do that. Loop-a-doop.
Flip-a-doop.
Perhaps you could distort it with your own body. Like some sort of body there. You've done it. No, why did you?
Mugi,
Oh,
What?
huh.
What do you? Silly butt man.
Silly. I can't quite make it through with it as it is.
You escaped for no reason.
There we go. Okay. A little Earthshift detour, let's call it.
Why do you always like escape it?
I
Whatever,
couldn't
it's fine.
actually get through it with it at the height it was. I was holding right, and Jerry.
I know, but like when you had it set up where you were being
Oh,
crushed in the earth shift, you like didn't wait for it to go back down. You like pressed left before then.
I don't know what I was doing. I was playing
You're
bad.
scared.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
was-
you just like you just dashed and then hit along the ground and ran fast for a second there. That was
Oh,
some
yeah.
Shine Spark stuff there.
Oh no.
This is
Oh. This
Earth.
part. Oh no, this guy's gonna keep shooting at you too. Let's see how long that. Okay, you're safe. How was this map on Achilles? I don't think I saw this part.
Not terrible.
All right, it's time for
Oh,
the
it's not that long.
realist boss.
This boss is the most. He is the most boss.
I always assumed it was a she.
Could be a she. Probably shouldn't assume her,
Right.
his or her gender. Oh, here it goes. Oh wait, he's not the right thing yet.
Yeah. Gotta wait for it to go ground. Not ground, but earth.
Dirt elemental.
Oh, it's over. Oh no, that was water or fire. No, that was earth. Okay.
But he didn't cripple.
Ah, yeah. I forgot what the cripple point is. Let's check real quick.
If
See,
only there was a way to check that.
yeah, I mean, I neglect to I neglect to scan stuff because the scan animation is so long in this game.
His current element.
So Rupture's doing 420 damage to him. I'll let that speak for itself. And yeah, that's what you do. You just reset until you get Earth Element first thing, cripple him, and
Yep.
Rupture.
And it's over.
And that's where we're
There
gonna
you go.
stop for tonight, I think.
Alrighty. I think you're the first person that's ever lost against him.
Oh yeah, I probably am.
I think I lost against him on Achilles.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go check Raulcal's LP and see if he lost against him. Alright, but yeah, like I said, this is probably the strongest part overall of DT1, the Metropolis into Blackrock Fortress. We're getting into some real jank areas later, so I wanted to save a bit of Blackrock Fortress for the next stream as well.
Yeah, the next area is not the greatest part of
Great.
any video game.
Except for a lot of the stuff in it.
Oh yeah. Alright guys, so I'm killing the stream now. Thank you for
Everyone
watching.
watch Made in Abyss. Everyone watch Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss.